family and friends, I'm Susan and welcome to my home. Hey everybody, it's Susan again. Today we're going to be making some beef stew, green beans, and mashed potatoes. Beef stew is one of my husband's favorite meals, and anytime that we're away from the house for any length of time, I love to come home to a good beef stew. So, ponytails up, let's get to cooking. Hey everybody, it's Susan. Okay, today we are going to be making one of my husband's favorites and his buddy Ron's favorite meal, beef stew. What I have right here is a beef chuck roast, boneless. I don't know if you can see it. It is around 3 pounds, was only $15. Now this will make Danny and I one beef stew meal, plus we probably can get 2 of beef vegetable soups out of it, because of how much it'll make. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this up into chunks and then we'll put it in the crock pot. Taking it out of the package, now I'm going to basically try to cut it into squares. Okay, I've got all the meat cut to about similar size. I'm going to be putting it in the crock pot, along with 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup, 2 beef bouillon cubes, and 1 packet of onion soup mix. To put in 2 cans of water, and stir everything around. I may need to add some more. I want to make sure that the water just covers the beef. It doesn't have to be floating in it or anything like that, but it just needs to cover the top of the beef. And that looks about right. Okay. I've mixed everything around. I've gotten down to the bottom where the bouillon cubes are. Mixed them around. And now, I'm basically going to cover this on high for 4 hours or low for 8 hours, depending on if you want to do it all day or just an afternoon. And then I'll come back once it's done, and we'll do some green beans and some mashed potatoes to go with it. Okay, I'm starting my sides. Here are some potatoes cut up with just some salt and pepper in them. I've got them on medium-high, so they'll get to boiling, because it's about 20-30 minutes before the crock pot gets finished, but it can always stay in there longer. And green beans out of the can. I've added about a can full of water to the green beans. I am going to add a piece of ham and a teaspoon of sugar to them. Okay, it's time for the mashed potatoes. I'm going to go ahead and drain the potatoes. They've been cooking for about 30 minutes on medium to medium-high heat. And then add some butter, salt, pepper, and of course mayonnaise. Okay, I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of butter into the potatoes, some salt, some pepper, and mix that up. Okay, I'm going to be adding about 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise. Well, 2 heaping tablespoons of mayonnaise. And see if that will make it nice and creamy. Okay. Maybe a little more pepper. Mashed potatoes are done. Okay. Beef stew is ready. Look how good that looks. I've got a slotted spoon. We're going to put it on the plate. Mashed potatoes, green beans. And I'm getting out the beef stew. There you go. And let's get some gravy to go on them mashed potatoes. All I'm doing is getting some juice off of the beef stew. Okay. There we go. Beef stew, mashed potatoes, green beans. Ready for supper. Okay. We've made supper. Everything is out. Now it's time to divide it out into, I think 2 containers will be enough. That way we can have beef vegetable soup soon. So I go ahead and divide all of the meat into the 2 containers. And we're going to divide the juice into both of these containers. And we'll be ready to put them in the freezer. I've now divided the beef stew into 2 containers, equal amounts of meat and juice, and I'm going to put them in the freezer and then label them for beef stew for soup, which means all I need to do is add a can of mixed vegetables to them and a can of tomato soup, and you have beef vegetable soup with this amazing beef stew that I just made. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope you'll try the beef stew. It's very simple, easy meal to put in the crock pot the morning before you go to work, and then it's ready for you at the end of the day. And of course, with leftovers, you can make an easy beef vegetable soup. All you have to do is add some mixed vegetables, a can of mixed vegetables, and a can of just plain old tomato soup. And it is awesome. Please like and subscribe. Till next time, see you next week. Please like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos.